Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Donna Just Being Real. My channel is all about dating, love, relationships, and toxic relationship advice channel. Alright, so we're going to get into this topic here, and which is completely insane. Yes, insane. Alright, so this topic that we're getting into, her name is Taylor D. Such a business, I don't know. Just read the description and you can go from there, right? Read the description, find out what it's about. And please, make sure you hit the like button, share the video out on your social media, your friends or whatever, you know, all that good stuff, right? And also leave some feedback. And that's to the people that's watching the replay. Hit the like and share some feedback. So we're going to get into this crazy story that has been trending, and it's came out like February the 14th? Valentine's Day. Alright, so this lunatic right here that you see, this lunatic attacked her lawyer, her defense attorney. Yes, she did. But we're going to get into her. So I'm going to show you a quick clip, and then I'm going to read a quick article, and after the article I'm going to show you a couple of clips, okay? So happy Friday to everybody. Hope you got your cocktails, relaxing, your crunch and munch or whatever it is, because this is insane. Alright, so we're going to watch a couple of clips. So we're going to find out what she was in court for and what she did. And this woman basically don't have no remorse. She is pure evil. This is a dangerous woman. You know, dangerous woman. Alright, so let's go into the first clip. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and before I start, let me greet the people that's in here. I don't mean to be rude. I'm so sorry. And happy Friday. Happy Friday. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit the like button. Read the description. And Pauline, hugs and kisses to you, beautiful. No, you can't change the vote, but just let me know which one you wanted to vote for, if I'm making sense. And good to see you. Hope you had yourself a good Valentine's. Lots of love, lots of love. And BG, hugs and kisses to you, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we see 603 in the house, and hugs and kisses to you. Yep, we back again, right? With another crazy one. Yes, Pauline, good evening, good evening. All right, so let's get into this one. Alright, so we're going to watch a little scene with her in court. And I'm going to also show the full one. So we're going to show a couple of clips. So just sit back and we're going to find out exactly why was she in court. Oh my gosh. This woman's insane. Like I said, read the description. Alright, let's get it.
15 for the trial. Stop it. Stop it. Rachel, call.
Taylor, relax, Taylor.
Good, stop.
She's got your cord.
I'm not taking.
Clear the courtroom.
The news tonight after an attack.
Okay, before I show this next clip, did you see that mess? Did you see that? And Melvia, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you here, girl. She needs to be in prison, hospitalized for mental illness. She needs all of the above. All of the above. Alright, Pauline says, I wanted evil, but picked meth, probably a combo. Wow. Yeah, you got a point there, girl. You got a point. And David, welcome. Both meth, eviler. All right, David came in here strong. Okay, let me just read this article. It's a quick little article I'm going to read real quick, and then we're going to get into the topic. All right, we're going to show, I'm saying, going to show the video. I'm trying to say some more videos. Where's the article I have here? All right, this article that I have is from ABC Watch News. And when did it come out? This is an older article. It came out March 2nd, 2022. All right, Wisconsin woman charged with meth-fueled strangulation during sex acts. Body dismemberment. Green Bay, Wisconsin, Taylor, whatever her last name, 24, appeared in a holding cell from the Browns County Jail in Wisconsin. She looked calm Wednesday, just as the investigator said that she was as they interviewed her last week, mere hours after the victim's mother called the police in the middle of the night. That is where the details became graphic. The woman told the police that she had discovered her son's head in a bucket in the basement of her Stony Brook Lane home. Can you believe this? The mother finds her son's head in a bucket. Okay, I just tell you, a lot of people out here working for the devil. All right. The first officer on the scene reported finding a lot of blood in the basement. Prosecutors said that whatever her name is, this crazy woman's name is, told them that she dismembered the victim's body. Once detectives searched the home, they said that they have found body parts in other bags, boxes, or storage containers in the basement. Oh my God. They also found multiple kitchen knives. How do you do something like this? How do you do that? She is evil, Satan's daughter all the way. The medical examiner said that the victim died of strangulation during what this evil woman told them was a sexual encounter. When the investigators asked her what happened, she replied, "That's a good question," and said that she blacked out during part of it, but said that she just went crazy. She also told the investigator that she and the victim were together all day Tuesday and had been smoking meth before the murder. Ladies and gentlemen, stay away from drugs. Replay watchers, stay away from drugs. It's just not worth it. Police said that this evil woman was the last person seen with the victim last Tuesday and quickly became the first person for the police to search for. Court records said that when the police found her on the other side of the city that morning, she had blood on her clothing and hands and stopped as soon as she saw the police. In court, the prosecutor called this case an unlikely anything they have seen. I think the fact that the alleged are extremely concerning and disturbing and go to a violent nature and grave nature of the offense, said the Brown County Assistant District Attorney. Okay, that's the end of that article. All right, so I'm gonna show some more clips. We're gonna watch. This woman is crazy. She's completely out of her mind. Why did he even? Gosh, jeez. And you know, you have to admit though, if you look at her, these pictures here, she is pretty. The devil comes in pretty packages, right? Isn't that what they say? All right, we're gonna get into this next clip. Let's find out a little bit more about this case, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it.
In a Brown County courtroom, two sheriff's deputies will always be in court with a woman accused of killing and dismembering a Green Bay man.
Brittany Smith was in court yesterday to witness that attack and brings us new video from a courtroom camera as changes are being made in this case.
In an instant, a courtroom shock. Now, a new look at this moment as the Brown County Sheriff's Office releases video to us from a courtroom camera mounted inside Brown County Judge Thomas Walsh's courtroom. This camera shows 25-year-old Taylor Schabusiness motionless, wearing a belt restraint that her handcuffs are attached to. These are the moments before she attacked her own defense attorney, Quinn Jolly. Her lawyer next to her is silent, the deputy just a few feet away as Schabusiness leads with her elbow lunging toward Jolly. Jolly reacts quickly, defending himself. Within seconds, the deputy has Schabusiness on the ground, contained, never losing contact with her as she fights and kicks.
Clear the courtroom.
Everyone is told to leave the courtroom as more deputies rush in to help.
They need a code 3 and branch 223 is on his way. Wrestling with Schabusiness.
Captain Joni Lemons with Brown County Sheriff's Office tells Action 2 News the deputies responded as trained and as expected to ensure the safety of everyone in the courtroom, even checking on Schabusiness.
Are you hurt?
No.
You hurt anywhere? Your wrist?
No.
Does you get some bruising?
No.
Any tingling in your fingers or feet or neck?
No.
Good. Your vision okay?
Once under control, Schabusiness is escorted out of the courtroom. Unfazed, she motions to a family member, then hauled away by 3 armed deputies. Minutes after the attack, Jolly, okay to continue the hearing, tells the judge of his intentions in this murder and dismemberment case.
I'm going to put a motion in to withdraw from this matter.
Because of the attack, Brown County Lieutenant Kevin Pollock says Schabusiness will now be escorted by at least 2 deputies every time she is in court. According to court records, Judge Walsh will decide on Jolly's motion to withdraw from the case during her next court hearing. I did reach out to the Wisconsin Public Defender's Office here in Green Bay to see what would happen if Judge Walsh does allow Attorney Jolly to withdraw from the case, and they told me they could not comment at this time. Reporting in Brown County, Brittany Schmidt, Action 2 News.
Stop it. Stop it.
Now this one here is showing more of the clip. I think this one's like they're going to show like the different angles of it all. It's insane. All right, let's keep watching. And everybody hit the like button. Thank you very much. Resume. And happy Friday. Let's get it.
Rachel, call.
I'm looking at the week of May 15 for the trial.
Stop it. Stop it. Rachel, call.
Taylor, relax, Taylor.
Taylor, stop.
She's got your cord.
Got my thing.
Clear the courtroom. Taylor, stop.
Ma'am, stop. Just stop.
Taylor, it's me.
Oh, you have to go out, sir.
Peter, settle down.
Clear the courtroom.
Peter, settle down.
Yep.
Calm down, Mina. Calm
Go
down.
out.
Peter, settle down. Peter, settle down.
Love you.
Get your transports back. Only gonna get her out of here.
205 transports.
Yep.
We'll need you back here ASAP for transport with that truck.
Hey, Derek, I got a pen on the ground.
What do you have?
Pen on the ground.
You know, when you do a crime like this, your lawyer is your best friend. That's all you really have. She didn't care. She didn't care. She's completely out of her mind. Completely. Thank you, David. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's get back to it.
Must went off as soon as I left.
Gracias.
Got her. Just relax, Taylor, okay?
You guys probably didn't get it, but your video, just make sure they're on now.
You went off on your attorney, Taylor. You went crazy on your attorney.
You can't do that.
You okay?
Are you able to
You're
sit
gonna
up?
stay here for a minute, all right?
Are you able to sit up, Taylor?
She can, man. She's gonna stay here where she's
Okay.
at.
All right.
Just relax.
to make sure
Let you breath.
medical.
Why you called me down there? I should've
He's
said
good.
where I was.
Yeah, what the fuck did he
I had
need?
no idea.
Okay, cameras,
I'm sorry.
cameras.
I asked Quinn if he needed medical.
Taylor?
Like,
Is he, was he
Are you
injured?
okay?
She went to hear him.
Okay,
Okay.
but he's okay?
He's okay.
I'm
I
gonna have you
asked
sit
him.
up against the door. Okay, we're gonna help you. Okay?
Um,
So get your feet underneath you. Turn towards me,
they can't open it.
just a little bit.
No, that's okay. We'll use it.
this
All right,
whole
1, 2,
area
3.
cleared.
Okay, slide back.
Yep.
All the way to the door.
Use your feet and just push back. There you go.
There you go, perfect.
One more big one.
You're good. All right. Just relax. Are you hurt?
No.
You hurt anywhere? Your wrist?
No.
I see you got some bruising.
No.
Any tingling in your fingers or feet or neck?
No.
Good.
Why don't we?
Your vision okay?
Move
Okay.
All right.
over, down into the.
Where do you want her to
You wanna go to the second floor, holding?
Is
Covered?
first covered or we might as well close it?
Well, we're gonna prelim.
Oh, okay. Is they bringing 7 in?
All right.
Yeah, let's just go to second floor, and then we'll stand by there.
Taylor, can you walk?
Oh, yeah.
All right, can you get your shoes on? Get that paper.
Got it.
205 monitor, we're moving to second floor holding for
You doing all right?
Did you see how she walked out of this? This so calm. Like everything just switched gears. It's just her mind just switched gears. Wait, you're gonna see some more of these videos. It's just insane, okay? So y'all just hang in there with me. Get comfortable. Hope you got your cocktail, your crunch and munch, your water, whatever it is you want to unwind with. Just let's hang out with Donna tonight. All right, let's get it. Some more. Oh yeah, they did, Melanie. They did, credit the officer said they was on point. They did well. Did I fast forward this? I don't think there's anything else here. Let's get into the next one.
I don't know. That won't happen again.
No.
I agree.
Schabusiness admitted to using meth, marijuana, and trazodone just before the alleged crimes. Today, we spoke with a psychiatrist about how drugs like meth could influence this type of behavior. Fox 11's Charlie Rubeski brings us this follow-up.
Taylor Schabusiness, also known as Taylor Coronado, grew up in the Howard-Suamico area. Now she's charged in a gruesome murder case. According to the criminal complaint, Schabusiness admits to smoking marijuana and methamphetamine just before the alleged crimes took place. In addition, Schabusiness says she shot up herself and the victim, Shad Therian, with trazodone just before strangling him. Trazodone is a medication used to treat anxiety and depression. Dr. Jean Yang, a psychiatrist at Rogers Behavioral Health, says methamphetamine is a stimulant, which causes physical damages to the brain's neurotransmitters.
As a stimulant, what it does is it really just activates your brain, and like many other drugs of abuse, it can cause you to have an altered sense of reality and make you be like you can't think clearly.
In the criminal complaint, Schabusiness describes using a chain to strangle and eventually kill Therian as a part of a sex act. After strangling him, the criminal complaint says Schabusiness dismembered the body. Yang says meth use can lead to significant violence.
Again, that's sort of just not really grasping what's going on accurately, that agitation, additional paranoia.
Yang says with a high dose or consistent use of meth, someone could also develop psychosis.
So you're not able to really tell the difference between reality and what's not real in the world around you.
Charlie Rubeski, Fox 11 News.
Yang says drug use has increased significantly over the past several years and encourages anyone who is struggling to seek help.
24-year-old woman from Green Bay is currently jailed on 3 charges, including first-degree murder. Details released today are deeply disturbing, including how the victim's mother discovered her son. Fox 11's Nick Harrington brings us the very latest.
You're looking at a home on Stony Brook Lane on the west side of Green Bay, the scene where a murder occurred on February 23rd. On Tuesday, Taylor Schabusiness appeared in Brown County Court via Zoom, locked behind a door. The 24-year-old is charged with first-degree homicide, mutilating a corpse, and third-degree sexual assault.
The facts alleged are extremely concerning and disturbing and go to the violent nature and the grave nature of the offense.
Disturbing on multiple fronts. According to the criminal complaint, Schabusiness and the victim were both high on drugs, the victim dying due to...
Oh, Pauline, just hang in there, because I have so many clips, you get to see it again. Look at her. Does she look like a person that's upset about what she did? She doesn't have no emotions. She doesn't care. This is Satan's daughter you're looking at. Satan has a lot of children running around out here that's serving him. Yep, a lot of devil helpers, and she's one of them. How do you just take somebody's head off and their woodpecker and put them in buckets and leave in there? The mother has to be traumatized. You're right. She's traumatized for life. She goes downstairs and she sees a bucket with her son's head in there. And this woman don't care. She don't care. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get back to it. We got more clips. Just hang in there, y'all, because you got to see the other. I'm going to show clips of when she was in court other times. And you just see how she's just so calm. But that last one, something just went crazy. I have to say, one thing about her, she's going to be able to handle herself in jail, in prison pretty well. I think she's going to scare her cellmate and the rest of them. This woman is crazy. She's ready to fight. She doesn't care. Nothing fears her. Nothing. All right, let's get back to it.
To strangulation. Court records show she watched as he coughed up blood waiting for him to die. Later saying, quote, "Yeah, I liked it." Schabusiness allegedly removed the victim's head from his body, placing it inside of a bucket, then draping a blanket over it. With horrific details emerging on Tuesday from last week's murder, it somehow keeps getting even more gruesome, as the victim's mother was the one to discover the severed head. The criminal complaint shows the victim's mother was awakened between 2:30 and 3 in the morning on February 23rd from a door being slammed. Thinking Schabusiness had left, the mother...
Exactly, Melanie. She's going to run that. She's going to run the cell. Oh, yeah. Oh, what did 603 said? She's going to live in solitary confinement. Yeah, that's the only way. They can't keep... No, she's dangerous. The prisoner's got to worry about her. Oh my gosh. Ooh, it gives me the chills. All right, let's get back to it.
Mother went into the basement, and as she was walking up the stairs, she noticed the bucket. After removing the blanket, she saw the victim's head. Schabusiness allegedly told police all the body parts should be in the basement, but a foot or leg should be in a minivan. She is scheduled to next appear in court on March 22nd, while being held on an incredibly high bond.
I think that given all these circumstances and factors, that the $2 million cash bond is appropriate. I'll also order the defendant not to have any contact with the victim's family.
Now, this is her, I believe, in a court hearing or something like that. And this was about 10 months ago. Look at her smiling. What do you have to smile about? She's completely out of her mind. She's been like this since the day she was born. Let me look at the votes. Let me look at the votes real quick before we watch this next clip. All right, where we at? All right, we got 14 votes. Do you think that she is born evil or it was the meth? 57% says born evil, 43% says the meth, but I know some of y'all put in the comments, we got a combination, right? A combo. This is insane. I should have put that down, combo. I should have chose that one as a choice. This is insane. Do you see this, BG? Look at her. Why is she smiling? Why is she smiling? What is there to smile about? Oh, Lord. Prayers, prayers, prayers. Okay, resume.
session. The Honorable Thomas J. Walsh presiding. Your side.
She just couldn't stop smiling. Did you see it? She just feel like, oh my gosh. All right, let's get back to it.
This is requested.
Be seated.
It's crazy, right, Melanie? Crazy.
Okay, I'll call this case then. This is 20 CF.
What did 603 say? Hiding the body parts like it was an Easter egg hunt. Exactly. This is, oh my gosh. I just couldn't believe it because you know when it's trending, right? So when I seen her jumping at the attorney, I said, well, dang. She didn't jump at the prosecution. She jumped at her own attorney, defense. And I was like, well, what did she do? What was the story? And I couldn't even believe it. I said, she cut up. This is insane. 603, this is insane. This is really insane. All right, let's get back to it.
1393. Actually, pardon me, it's 22 CF 363. State of Wisconsin versus Taylor Schabusiness. State appears by District Attorney Lizay. The defendant is appearing via the Zoom from the jail. And in court is the attorney that's representing her on the competency matter, Quinn Jolly. Also appearing is attorney Heather Richmond. We're on the court's calendar today for a review of the competency evaluation.
I can answer that question for you, BG. Let's go here. See, this is when men's little weakness sometimes. You know what I mean? He got this exotic looking type woman. You know what I mean? Body, boobs. They get high together. Yeah, She doing all the little tricks and little aerobic tricks in the bedroom. Yeah, yep. That's the answer. Let's get back to it.
This court ordered. I'm in receipt of the competency evaluation. Let me just check with the parties. Mr. Lizay, has the state received that evaluation?
Yes, we have.
And Mr. Jolly, have you and your client had an opportunity to receive that and review it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So,
I don't know, Melanie. I don't know. I didn't read the article. Didn't say it. Maybe.
Findings indicating that, according to this evaluator, this business is competent to proceed. Mr. Jolly, your client's position?
Your Honor, at this point, my client would be seeking a second examination. The court must appoint one examiner, but can appoint more. After review of the report and the examiner's comments to the court, that the court should remain sensitive in the event of any signs of fluctuations in her overall mental status and behavioral stability. Such changes may signal fluctuation in her capacity. Ms. Schabusiness has been receiving mental health treatment since the 7th grade. She's been psychiatrically hospitalized multiple times. She's been diagnosed as bipolar and psychotic. This may have been one of her better days. However, I'm very surprised at the results of this report.
Okay, so you're asking the court to appoint another evaluator to essentially review what this report was. Is that what you're indicating?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Lizay, does the state take any position on that?
No, we don't have a strong position on this. However, I would know Dr. Collins is highly respected. I think she's the head of that particular unit that does a number of these. So she's very experienced and does a number of these evaluations. We've accepted her reports on countless occasions. I'm not sure that the county or the state should pay for a second evaluation. I know there's another alternative. The defense is entitled to have an expert evaluate their client at any time under sub 2, sub G of the statute. So I won't take a strong position
one way or the other. I just wanted to note that we highly respect Dr. Collins' opinions on these issues.
I guess, Mr. Jolly, maybe you can relate to me, because I'm aware of the fact that funding is available whereby you could select your own evaluator, and you're asking me to appoint someone else when I've already appointed this individual. Have you thought about pursuing that on your own and selecting your own evaluator? You're specifically asking me to select another person to do.
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so
I agree with you, Melanie. It's all about the children. He was getting high too. Not saying he deserved to die, but this is what happens when you mess with these drugs.
Counsel, I don't have any problem at all, really, if the defense is looking to get what would amount to a second opinion by someone of their choosing. Where I'm struggling here, and I guess I'm telegraphing this to you, Mr. Jolly, is it sounds like you're looking to the court to say, don't believe the first one you picked, pick somebody else. And I'm not sure I'm there yet. So I guess I'm going to need a little bit, you outlined a little bit about what your position is and why you've got this concern. But I'm not convinced before I'm going to order another public expense to somebody else from perhaps the same facility to do another evaluator. And Mr. Lizay is correct. This individual has done evaluations for the court before, and they've been submitted. I don't see the court ordering another evaluation by someone that I choose. I've already chosen someone, and they've done an evaluation. So I'm not inclined to grant that request. If upon discussion with your client, you want to make a request to have someone of your choosing do it again, as I've indicated, I don't have a problem with that. I'm not going to grant a request to have the court.
Hey, Strong, happy Friday to you. Good to see you. We got another psycho chick. This woman is insane. I guess you heard about it too. All right, so we basically watching, this is about 10 months ago. I guess she was in, the hearing. Yeah, her hearing. And she was smiling. She was smiling, Strong. She was smiling. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get back to it. Wait, Jose. Wait a minute. Oh gosh. All right, Pauline said, Melanie, absolutely. I wish that the child doesn't have to ever know about this. BTK's daughters, bless her heart, seem to have turned out well adjusted considering what and who her father is. Amen to that. That's good news. That's good news. All right, we get back to it.
Or pick another person, because again, we come back and we could just continue this until we get a different answer. I'm not inclined to do that without further evaluation. You want to contest this, you can do that. But certainly the report indicates that this is something that should be monitored throughout, and that if further questions arise, that there should be a reevaluation done.
Look at the smirk on her face. Look at it. Look at it.
That this court selects. If you want to request to have an independent evaluation done by someone you select through funding that I know is available, I'll certainly approve that. But that's the decision the court's going to make.
Your Honor, I have talked to my client about getting an independent examination. We are going to pursue that.
You are going to pursue that?
We are.
Okay. Very good. Then that's certainly within the realm of the things that occur at these types of hearings. And then I think the next thing to do, counsel, would be for me to set another status conference when we would receive that report. And then at that point in time, the attorneys can decide how they want to proceed, be it with a contested competency hearing or something else. Mr. Lizay, does that sound like a reasonable course of action?
It does, Your Honor, and I just would inquire from the defense whether they know the funding has already been approved, and if they can get someone in short order, if that would just help us with scheduling.
It has not been approved at this point, no.
Okay, well, that creates a little bit of concern regarding the timing of the next hearing, of course. At the same time, I guess I would want to know promptly if funding isn't approved, because then we may need to get back together sooner and decide what's the next course of action there. But does 30 days sound a reasonable period of time, Mr. Lizay?
It does to me, as long as Attorney Jolly has discussed this with the defendant, she understands that there's a delay in these proceedings as a result of this decision.
I'm assuming, Mr. Jolly, we've had that conversation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sound 30 days sound like a reasonable time frame, because you're going to have to get the authorization, the approval for the funding. You're going to have to then get the evaluator lined up, and then get the evaluation done, get a report, and then get us back into court. Does that sound like a reasonable amount of time?
It does, Your Honor.
Your Honor, as far as scheduling, I would ask to be able to be withdrawn from the case, and then I don't need to worry about my calendar and coming back. It appears the defendant is moving forward with Mr. Jolly, and I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So if I could be excused from the case, that would be great.
Sure, and I can do that, Ms. Richmond. I appreciate your position, and as I indicated at the last hearing, I was going to wait till this issue of competency was resolved before making further inquiry of Mr. Business on this topic, on the topic of representation, because I consider this still an issue that's contested. I wasn't ready to make inquiry to that effect, but I'm happy to excuse you from any further participation in the case. And you're not obligated to come any further, okay?
Thank you.
Very good. So I'm looking at a date about 30 days hence. It's a little bit before 30 days, but on May 10 at 3 o'clock, Mr. Jolly, does that work for you?
It does, Your Honor.
On that topic, anything further for the record today, Mr. Lizay?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Counsel, there was the other topic of the totally unrelated matter, the sentencing after revocations on 2 other felony files. Was counsel intending to proceed on that today? Were you looking to do something else with those? And I guess I'll start with you, Mr. Jolly.
Your Honor, we don't believe we can proceed at this point due to the competency issue. We would ask at this present case.
That seems to be the best thing to do. I know it was put on. These are supposed to be heard promptly, so we put it on for today. That's really not what this hearing was intended for. It seemed to make sense to wait until that issue was resolved. Frankly, I'm not sure the extent to which I could proceed as long as that was in play. Mr. Lizay, any objection to that?
Oh, I agree with that.
All right, so I'm going to put those matters on for simply status conferences then at 3 o'clock on the 10th of May, and those will trail along. And
you just brought up a good point, 603. She's looking at herself in a monitor. She ain't paying no attention. Yeah, because she's like, the way she's smiling, the smug look like she's talking to somebody, but she's to herself. She's insane. All right, let's get back to it.
depending on what happens at that hearing, we could conceivably proceed at that time or adjourn them further to wait for the results. So, anything else for the record today then, Mr. Lizay? Anything else, Mr. Jolly?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, then with that, the matter is concluded for the day. Thank you very much.
Melanie, great question. I would like to know more about her life. Who's the mother? And who's the father? What was it? I mean, she cut this man up like that. Put him in buckets, drove off with body parts, hiding them all over the place. There had to have been signs in elementary school, right? All right, Pauline says, I'm with you, Melanie. Hope Donna dives into this. Yeah, I am curious. I am going to see if I can find out more about this one, because this is insane. All right, we got some more clips, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. Okay, now this one was 8 months ago. I guess the last time she came to court before the one she attacked her lawyer. All right, so it's 8 months ago. Let's get it.
Nobody else is ready? Yeah.
That other one, you heard about that?
Yeah.
Right.
Chris, good evening and happy Friday. Look at her. Look how she walked. She just.
Okay, the call
Wow.
Wisconsin versus Taylor Schabusiness. Case number is 22 CF 363. The defendant is here with Mr. Jolly. Mr. Saunders is appearing for the state. Case is scheduled today for a preliminary hearing. Are the parties prepared to proceed?
The state is.
Okay.
The state is.
All right. State calls first witness.
The state calls Detective David Groff.
She didn't attack her lawyer then, huh? But what made her snap that last time? Oh well. All right, now we're gonna find out more about exactly what did she do. I'm sorry it's kind of low. It's low on that end. Hope y'all can hear it.
Can you state for the record how you're currently employed?
I'm a detective with the Green Bay Police Department.
And how long have you been employed with the Green Bay Police Department?
I have 29 years of law enforcement experience, 25 with the Green Bay Police Department, 15 years as a detective.
Okay. And in the course of your duties as a detective with the Green Bay Police Department, do you have prior experience investigating crimes of homicide?
Yes.
Okay. And have you previously had cause to assist in such investigations in the past?
Correct.
I'd like to direct your attention to February of this year. Were you involved in an investigation of a homicide around that time?
Yes.
And if you can, what was the nature of that investigation?
I was notified to respond to in the middle of the night to investigate a homicide. When the initial reports were that the mother of the victim.
Okay, I'm glad everybody can hear it. I didn't realize I got it mixed up with the video. This is the one that has good audio, because some of the ones that's in court is kind of like low. It's hard to hear, but I'm glad that y'all can hear this, because this is important. Now you can hear everything that happened. Oh my gosh, I know a detective is like, what the heck? You know, shout out to the detective, shout out to the police officer, shout out to the EMS, all these people that you have, the crime scene people. This is something to deal with. I remember a few years ago, I met this girl, and she said that her job, I don't know what it's called, but she's the one who cleans up after all these crimes. I was like, how do you do it? She said it was hard, but she didn't want to do much long. She just need the paycheck or whatever, but it's hard. So shout out to them. I don't know the name of that job. I don't know what the name of it is, but shout out to the people that do that. All right, let's get back to it. Everybody hit the like who's coming in here, and shout out to the people in the bushes. Hugs and kisses to you, and a happy Friday. Let's get it.
Had returned, or actually had gone down into the basement of her residence and discovered the head of her son in the bucket. And so then she then called the police. Initial officers responded, secured the scene, and then detectives were called in.
And the residence that was reported to have occurred at, are you familiar with where that residence is located?
It's located on the west side in the city of Green Bay, Brown County, Wisconsin.
And did you assist in that investigation?
I did.
What were some of your responsibilities?
My initial responsibilities were to interview several witnesses, including the victim's mother, as well then as the suspect herself.
The suspect that you referred to just now, who was that individual identified as?
Taylor Schabusiness.
In the course of this investigation, did you have cause to personally interview Ms. Schabusiness?
I did.
The person who you're referring to as Ms. Schabusiness, do you see him or her in court today?
I do. She's located at the defense counsel in the orange jumpsuit.
I'd ask the record to reflect the witness has identified the defendant.
Yes, he has.
Detective, given you Exhibit 1, do you recognize that?
Yes.
And what is that exhibit?
This is the amended criminal complaint of State of Wisconsin versus Taylor Schabusiness.
Have you reviewed that document prior to today's hearing?
I did.
Directing your attention to the probable cause section of that document, are you familiar with the reports that are referenced in that section of that document?
Yes, I am.
Have you previously had cause to review those reports as well?
I did.
Those reports, are those purportedly from officers from within your department?
Correct, and detectives.
And are those of the type of reports that you've commonly relied upon in the course of your duties?
Yes.
As a detective, do you commonly sort of review all the reports that are part of a case?
Yes, especially as a case detective, which I am in this case.
Okay. So you are familiar with the information that's contained within those reports as well?
Yes.
Based upon your knowledge of those reports and your review of the probable cause section of Exhibit 1, do you believe the information in Exhibit 1 truly and accurately reflects those reports?
I do.
And are they consistent as well, specifically with your details that are referenced beginning on page 4? Are those consistent with your personal recollection of this investigation as well?
Yes, they do.
Okay. I'd move Exhibit 1.
Mr. Johnson?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, receive it subject to cross.
And I have no further questions. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Johnson?
No questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Okay. You're all set. Do you have any other evidence to offer today?
No.
We won't see the exhibit. Thank you. Any evidence from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. State's request.
State moves for bind over based on Detective Groff's testimony here, as well as the contents of Exhibit 1. I believe there's probable cause for the commission of a felony offense.
Mr. Jolly?
No argument at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. Based on the information contained in Exhibit 1 and Detective Groff's testimony here today, I do find that there's probable cause. I believe the defendant committed a felony offense within the jurisdiction of the court. I'll order that she be bound over for trial and schedule an arraignment in branch 2.
June 20th at 9:30.
I'm out of the office that week.
July 5th at 8:30.
That'll work.
Okay. If there's any victims present, is there any issue with those dates?
No, that date works.
Okay.
Sorry, July 5th at... Thank you.
Anything else from either party?
No.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Matters adjourned. Thank you.
Okay, now this one is 7 months ago. 7 months ago. Okay, let's get it. Resume.
Yes.
Yep, the attorney didn't have any clue what was going to happen to him on Valentine's Day. Wow. Whoever's coming in, make sure you hit that like button. Feel free to engage, or you can sit back and listen, whatever you want to do. Glad to have you here, and happy Friday. All right, let me read the poll here. We got 19 votes. It went up a little bit. Do you think that she is born evil or it was the meth? 47% says born evil. 53% says the meth. But I know people saying earlier, a lot more people saying that combination. All right, let's get back to it. I agree, Pauline.
Okay, I'll call State of Wisconsin versus Taylor Schabusiness, 20 CF 998, 20 CF 1393, 22 CF 363. State appears by Deputy District Attorney Saunders. The defendant is here in person, and with her attorney, Mr. Jolly. We're on the court's calendar, excuse me, for an arraignment this morning. Mr. Jolly, have you and your client received a copy of the information?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you asking that the information be read out formally in open court?
No, Your Honor, we waive the reading of the information. I've gone over it with my client. It does appear to mirror what is in the complaint. We enter not guilty pleas on all counts.
Okay. Not guilty pleas will be entered on behalf of the defendant. Then the next, actually, the other files that are on are simply those probationary counts. There's a revocation on the books waiting to be heard. I'm assuming the parties just simply want those to be brought along with this case as opposed to address those now. Is that correct, Mr. Jolly?
That's correct, Your Honor.
State have any objection?
No, that's fine.
Very good. Those will just simply come along until such time as we're ready to address those. The next thing we need to deal with is scheduling. What I'd like to do is get the matter at least on the calendar for a trial at this point, at enough time to allow the parties to complete.
Okay, 603, thank you for stopping by, for being here, and blessings to the grandbabies. Hugs and kisses to them. And tell them I said happy belated Valentine's. All right, have a good weekend. All right, let's resume.
Their discovery and give them time to do that, but at least get something on the books Any objection to getting a trial scheduled at this point from the state?
No, that's fine.
Any objection from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I don't know precisely the status of all of the discovery issues. I do know that I've gotten some orders across my desk to sign regarding discovery issues in this case. But I'm looking at mid-October. Any problem with that time frame?
Your Honor, at this point, we haven't received any of the discovery yet. I mean,
Okay.
once I start reviewing it, I'll have a better picture of where we are.
Mr. Saunders, any idea when the discovery? Because maybe in the sense that I get the matter on for trial doesn't quite add up.
I'm done. Pauline, what did you say? I hope she braided her own hair. Could you imagine if someone pulled it too hard? She'll attack anyone. I shouldn't laugh, but you're right. She's crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get back to it.
It's certainly available. I think perhaps maybe somebody from Attorney Jolly's office picked it up on Friday, but our notes reflect it was picked up on July 1st. So it's done and prepared.
Okay, so you're indicating the discovery is been prepped, it's been picked up, at least the state thinks it's been picked up. With the holiday, I suppose there's room for a little bit of confusion on that. How about if we, I'm going to stick with the idea then of scheduling the matter for trial. Obviously, if you take a look at discovery, and these dates are going to be problematic, you have to let the court know. But how about a trial starting on October 24? Mr. Jolly, does that work?
That works.
Strong, I think it was this court date is when she was like, I gotta get my lawyer. Something snapped. She said, next time I see my lawyer, I'm just gonna get him. I'm gonna charge at him. You know, what she got to lose, really? That's the most dangerous people, to me, I feel, in the world is the ones who has nothing to lose and who doesn't have any fear. Those are very dangerous people. In the workplace, your family, your friends, or the person you're laying down with, your husband, your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. Those are the most dangerous people. Very much so. Resume.
That should work for the state at this point.
Okay. And did you check? I know we need to make sure that these dates work with victims. Have you checked there as well?
I did. I believe those dates work for the crime victims as well.
Okay. So, October 24, that's a Monday, that'll be her trial date. I intend on scheduling 2 other dates. First date being a final pretrial, which is going to be a few days before this trial, but also a status date, just to confirm that we're still on track. Because if we're not on track, I don't want to hear about it 2 days in advance. So how about a final pretrial on this case on October 19th? Mr. Jolly, does that work?
That works.
Looking at 1 o'clock.
That'll work.
Okay.
And that works for the state and the crime victims as well.
Okay. So that'll be the final pretrial and then a status date. September 1st, 1 o'clock.
That works.
And that works for the state and crime victim as well.
Okay, so that'll be a status date, and hopefully on that date we'll get a good sense about the remaining dates. Anything else for the calendar or for the court today? Mr. Saunders?
No, thank you.
Anything else from the defense?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, present bond continues then, and this matter is concluded.
I don't know if the menace is extremely tall, but she looks a little short. A little woman with that rage in her. Wow. Okay. I showed the clips I want to show, but I'm going to go back to the clip again because Pauline said she missed it in case anybody else wants to see it again. The one when she attacked her lawyer. So we're going to go back to that one and then I'll let y'all go. Give me a second to find it. Which one's the one she attacked her lawyer? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to watch that clip again when she attacks a lawyer. This is like 5 minutes, the clip. You can see all the different angles, and then I'm done. All right, let's get it.
Stop it. Stop it. Rachel, call.
I'm looking at the week of May 15 for the trial.
Stop it. Stop it. Rachel, call.
Taylor, relax, Taylor.
Good, stop. Stop.
She's got your cord.
I'm not there.
Clear the courtroom. Taylor, stop.
Ma'am, stop. Just stop.
Taylor, it's me.
Oh, you have to go out, sir.
You settle down.
Clear the courtroom.
Did you just say the lawyer could have easily served her 2 pieces with fries? I can't. This is crazy. Resume.
Taylor, settle down.
Calm down, Mia. Calm down.
Taylor, settle down. Taylor, settle down.
I love you.
Get your passports back. Only gonna get her out here.
205 passports.
Huh?
We'll need you back here ASAP for transport with that truck.
Hey, Derek, I got a pen on the ground.
What do you have?
Pen on the ground.
She must have went off as soon as I left.
Gracias.
Got her. Just relax, Taylor, okay?
You guys probably didn't get it, but your videos, just make sure they're on now.
You went off on your attorney, Taylor. You went crazy on your attorney.
You can't do that.
You okay?
Are you able to
You're
sit
gonna
up?
stay here for a minute, all right?
Are Are you able to sit up, Taylor?
She can, Mom. She's gonna stare at where she's at. Just
I
relax.
wanted to make sure Quinn
That's your breath.
medical. He's good.
Yeah, what the fuck did he
I have
need?
no idea.
Okay, cameras,
I'm sorry.
cameras.
I asked Quinn if he needed medical.
Taylor?
Like, he did.
Was he
You
injured?
okay?
She went to him.
Okay,
Okay.
but he's okay?
He's okay.
I'm
I
gonna have you
asked
sit
him.
up against the door. Okay, we're gonna help you. Okay?
Um,
So get your feet underneath you. Turn towards me.
they can't open it.
Just a little bit.
No, that's okay. We'll use it.
I have this
All right,
whole
1, 2,
area
3.
cleared.
Okay, slide back.
Yep.
All the way to the door.
Use your feet and just push back. There you go.
There you go. Perfect.
One more big one.
You're good. All right. Just relax. Are you hurt?
No.
You hurt anywhere? Your wrist?
No.
So you got some bruising.
Any tingling in your fingers or feet or neck?
No.
Good.
Why don't we?
Your vision okay?
Your move
Okay.
down.
All right.
Over, down into the.
What do you want to do?
Go to second floor, holding?
Is first covered or we?
Well, we're gonna prelim.
Look how she just sits there. It's like she's talking to the devil. He's saying, daughter, I got you. I got you. Evil.
Okay, because they're bringing 7 in.
All right.
Yeah, let's just go to second floor now and then we'll stand by there.
Taylor, can you walk?
Oh, yeah.
All right, can you get your shoes on? Get my paper.
Got it.
205 monitor, we're moving to second floor holding.
You doing all right?
I'm done. Strong says he don't consent to be called that name.
I don't know. That won't happen.
Subject matter, jurisdiction. My bad. I can't.
Schabusiness admitted to using meth, marijuana.
The news tonight after an
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the clips I want to show. Oh, like I mentally said, yes indeed, I find her to be insane, but not so much for Brooks. My opinion only. Anytime someone commits this type of mutilation, they have to be nuts, period. Yeah, it's true. That takes a lot to do. And she didn't feel no way. She didn't feel any way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let y'all go here and thank you for coming. Thank you for engaging. This was totally insane. Totally insane. I did not know the whole story. And you know what, honey? All you have is your lawyer. And like I said, the next one, nobody else is going to want her. Who else is going to want to represent her? And they have to shackle her down. I mean, like, everything. She cannot have no movement. Maybe, well, they could put it like they did with Daryl Brooks, right? That wheelchair. Yeah, she's gonna have to come to court. That's how she's gonna come to court, with that little wheelchair strapped down, looking like Hannibal Lecter. Is it Hannibal Lecter? That's the only way I can see. And thank you, Ma. Thank you, Strong. And thank you to everybody. I'm gonna let y'all go now. This is crazy. All right, so stay tuned for more of my commentary. And I did want to show that video of Daryl Brooks when he went back to court. So Maybe Sunday I'll do it, just brief, whatever, post it up, whatever. But with Darryl Brooks, and I think he will be going back to trial again. We'll see exactly what happens. I think he's gonna represent that man. He's just a nut. He's just a nut. And bye to you, David. Bye. Thank you for all you do, and thank you for being part of the channel. Thank you, thank you. Melanie says that Donna, Google around, you can find all kinds of content on her. Probably more than Sarah. Seriously? Thank you, Melanie. I'm gonna look this one up. And that Sarah Boo, Psycho Sarah, I call her. Oh boy, that's gonna be interesting. She's pleading. Battered. What do they call it? Battered spouse syndrome. Really? Okay, she's not like the burning bed. Okay, she's not like her. Oh boy. All right, Pauline says, thank you, Donna. Everyone have a blessed weekend. You too. Looking forward for the next live. Thank you, everybody. All right, let me stop talking. Y'all have a safe one, and date smart, not thirsty. Be careful out here. Be careful. The devil comes in pretty packages. He got caught up. Then with the drugs too. No help. But prayers to his mother. Because that is traumatizing. That's her baby boy. Bye.